One.
Good evening on this Thursday, the 6th day of November 2025. Thank you for choosing Hope TV Newswatch. I'm Tess Njenga, and our sign language interpreter is Boniface Mureithi, bringing you the day's news. Let's kick off. Now, the High Court has issued fresh orders barring the government from shutting down all social media platforms or pulling down websites pending the hearing of the cases challenging cybercrime law. Justice Lawrence Mugambi also suspended the implementation of two sections of Section 27 of the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act, which criminalizes certain online offenses, pending the hearing and determination of 6 consolidated petitions challenging the law. The court has consolidated 6 petitions filed by gospel artist Reuben Kigame, MP Babu Owino, Kirinyaga Woman Representative Jane Jerry, and others challenging President William Ruto's move to introduce far-reaching amendments to the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes law that affect the communication industry. The case will be mentioned on Friday next week.
We need to fast track this matter, and if we are going to be saying that let's look at the issue of setting aside of the orders, I believe that the same time frame which you are going to give us in fast tracking the petition will be consumed in these other applications. So it is my humble prayer that if we can be able to agree, you can give us 5 minutes. We can be able to agree if, that's my opinion, if we are for the main, going straight to the main petition, so that we avoid time wasting in this so many applications.
Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka has vowed that the opposition will continue to push back against bad governance in honor of the late Raila Amolo Odinga's legacy and vision for Kenya. Speaking at Kang'oka, Jaramogi, where the late Raila was laid to rest, Kalonzo emphasized that the opposition remains committed to defending justice, democracy, and good governance, values that Raila championed throughout his political life. At the same event, Raila Jr. described his father as a unifying leader who stood for national cohesion and embraced people of all faiths without discrimination. Leaders and supporters who attended the memorial vowed to carry forward Raila's vision of a fair, just, and united Kenya.
Raila Odinga.
This is why I've come clad today as a comrade. We were in the trenches. We said resist. And I want my brother to know that when it comes to bad governance, we will continue to resist. I want my brother lying here to know
my father was a Pan-Africanist, and he was a national leader. So he welcomed everyone, which is what we as a family are doing as well.
To some sad news now, a family from Mukoyoni village in Bumola constituency, Bungoma County, is in distress after their 2-week-old baby was stolen from their home. According to the baby's mother, Elizabeth Wafula, she left her newborn in the care of a relative on the morning of the 1st of this month as she went out to buy milk. But when she returned home, the baby was missing. Despite efforts by security officers to trace the missing child, the search has so far yielded no results.
Sasa nilikuja, mzee wangu alikuwa ameenda kazi, akatuacha kwa nyumba na mvua ilikuwa inanyesha. Sisi mimi nikatoka nikaenda maziwa, si kufunga na kafuli mlango. Kutoka huko nikarudi, mtoto hakuna kwa nyumba. Sasa tukatafuta, nikapiga manduru, nikatembea huko, nikaenda kwa mkasa. Nikapiga manduru, wa jirani wakakuja.
Sasa hii kitendo ya mtoto kupotea hata tumeshangaa. Tunasikianga tu kwa maredio, kwa runinga, ati watu wameiba watoto. Sasa imekuwa hapa kwetu, tunashangaa sana. Tunaomba serikali yetu kuu itusaidie, mheshimiwa wetu atusaidie.
Hata nilipofika hapo nikapata afisa mmoja akaniuliza shida yako ni nini, nikamuelezea. Yenyewe alinisaidia akanipeleka tu kwa OCS direct. Tukaongea na OCS, akaniambia enda ukuje na mama wa mtoto. Nilifanya hivyo hivyo tu, tukaenda tena kwa OCS tu hivyo. Pia akaandika statement. Tulipoandika statement, OCS akatupatia afisa wawili, tukakuja na hapa. Hao afisa wakachokora same tu kutafuta. Pia sisi tulikuwa tunatafuta tu hivyo.
And we do hope that the child will indeed be found. Back to Nairobi, the Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja has appeared before the Senate Health Committee to answer questions on the status of health in the capital. Among the issues he was put to task on were the recent detention of women at Mama Lucy Hospital, low bed capacity and the equipping of community health promoters. Our reporter Jacob Ochiro with that story.
We don't detain women in facilities. It is the waiver period and process that takes a bit of time. And that is what we were refining. Because you find people ultimately, and you've been a governor, facilities cannot run if payment is not made. And that is why we tell people, please register onto SHA. Register onto SHA so that you can be covered. But you see, also keeping them for long is a cost because you have to feed them. They're taking space others would have taken. But imagine if everybody who says they can't pay is released immediately. All facilities will collapse. Chair. If people had the option of not paying, they will not pay. Even those who can pay. If a patient comes, you cannot tell them, no, the beds are full. Please, and that person is maybe even critical. Or they're about to give birth. Do you turn them away? You don't. But the turnaround time is high. And that is why, for us to prevent that, those who have been cleared with are discharged as soon as is possible.
And in what is suspected to be a cult-related incident, police in Kabete sub-county have arrested 41-year-old Mary Ngina Maina from Gakinduri village, Chura, over the killing of her 11-year-old daughter, known as Irene Waithera. Authorities say the Maina is believed to have been strangled with a belt. Neighbors report hearing the suspect make statements referring to blood, raising concerns about possible ritualistic motives behind the killing. Mary Ngina Maina is currently in police custody as investigations continue into the shocking death while the community reels from the incident.
Ingekuwa ananiambia naitishwa damu. Lakini sasa kwa ajili tangu tuliona 208 na tukaendelea vizuri sana. Sasa tangu 2019 alitoka kwa ile kanisa tulikuwa tumefanyia doa, akaenda kwa hiyo kanisa. Ndio sasa hii mambo imeanza kubadilika.
Hiyo kanisa ichunguzwe sana, sababu alikuwa akiambiwa ati akifanya hiyo kitendo atakuwa queen wa hiyo kanisa.
Ningetaka iwekwe wazi ndio na sisi tujue na tujue ni watu aina gani tunaishi nao hapa.
Hii ni jambo ambaye imetupata katika hali ambayo ni ya kutatanisha, na tunaomba wananchi ama wale ambao ni wahusika, wale ambao wako pale, tusiongee mengi kuhusu hii maneno kwa sababu uchunguzi imeanza.
And on that tragic note, let's take a short break on Newswatch. Tonight we will be back with some politics. Stay tuned.
Get ready for an unforgettable worship experience.
Hakuja kuwa, hakutakuwa. Niwe nina hitaji.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 158
me.
every Sunday on Ultimate Worship.
Ainuliwe Mungu wetu.
Where we bring you live music, powerful praise, and anointed gospel ministers and bands.
Nashangilia Mwokozi.
Join us every Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. with a repeat at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Everywhere I go, I see you right there.
It's not just music, it's worship unleashed. It's Ultimate Worship.
You're too faithful to fail me.
Only on Hope TV, where you look and live.
Are you ready now?
These days, the tide pulls harder. We rise early, hustle harder, and keep moving. But even strong men drift when there's nothing holding them. It's time to be anchored. This November, the Sitam Men Joint Leadership invite you to a defining moment. The Anchored Man Men's Conference 2025. Mark your calendar for the 14th and the 15th of November from 8 a.m. at Sitam Karen. 2 powerful days complete with plenary sessions that challenge, worship that renews, and expert-led workshops that tackle sensitive issues and anchor real men in real truth. Featuring the presiding bishop of Sitam, Bishop Callisto Odede, the Deputy Bishop, Reverend Justus Mugambi, Regional Overseer, Reverend Jotham Munene, the Sitam Men's Patron, Reverend Jesse Mwai, and workshop panelist, Dr. Wahome Ngare, Elder Simon Wafubwa, and Mr. Kingston Ogango. Entry is absolutely free. Register online or at any Sitam assembly near you. See you there.
Loneliness is a reality to many men that is often unseen. This week on Men on Record, we have an engaging conversation on the silent struggle of loneliness among men and how to build stronger connections with George Gishiru and Reverend Dr. Arthur Shikanda. Also stay tuned to know who our new Men on Record co-host is. That's this Friday at 7 p.m. live on Hope TV and Hope FM. Brought to you by Brookshine Schools. Focus towards excellence.
Welcome back. Bungoma Governor Kenneth Lusaka has cautioned county government officers against engaging in early political campaigns, urging them instead to remain accountable to the constitutional duties entrusted to them. According to the governor, some officials have already begun political mobilization ahead of the 2027 general election. Here is Tracy Onsoti with that story.
Speaking after presiding over the swearing in of county executives and other leaders,
we've gone ahead.
Bungoma Governor Kenneth Lusaka expressed concern that some county employees have started positioning themselves politically ahead of the 2027 general elections, neglecting their official responsibilities.
Be very careful now. Many will be called, but few will be chosen. People will come around now to entice you. Let's go. I know some of you are already beginning to panic. So what happens when Governor Lusaka goes? You are trying to secure your next position by forgetting what you are supposed to deliver now. You will miss both.
Lusaka further emphasized that the need for cooperation between leaders and their departments as a key step is ensuring successful implementation of development plans.
I came here to campaign when we had 4 months to go. 4 months. and I became the governor. Today I'm addressing you as a governor. Because I knew when to engage with gear, when to move. You see, when we have reads, you know reads, please build teams in your department. I can assure you for free, you cannot succeed alone.
Meanwhile, Bungoma County Assembly Speaker Emmanuel Situma noted that utilizing the existing county institution will help save both time and significant cost for the government.
We invite the specialists from various KST departments that trained from work here. That way, the cost effectiveness is cheaper and the cost of transporting people to go to school is cheaper. We ought to share because
Reporting for Newswatch, I'm Tracy Onsoti.
either simply.
Former Nairobi Governor Evans Kidero has been acquitted in a 213 million shillings corruption case. Kidero has faced multiple charges alongside several former senior county officials. The charges related to abuse of office, dealing with suspect property, and conspiracy to commit corruption-related offences. According to the charge sheet, Kidero was accused of receiving 14 million shillings on August 29th, 2014 and another 10 million on September 11th, 2014 from Lodwar Wholesalers Limited while serving as Nairobi governor. The prosecution alleged he knew the funds had been acquired through corrupt means. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission had accused Kidero and his co-accused of mismanaging county funds and benefiting from irregular payments. However, the court ruled that all witnesses in the case testified in favor of Kidero and the others. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, has arrested 5 traffic police officers from Busia Police Station for allegedly extorting bribes from motorists along the Kisumu-Busia Highway. The Thursday morning arrest followed a 2-week undercover investigation by the Commission, which exposed a pattern of routine bribery at a popular roadblock located about 5 kilometers from Busia town. According to EACC, the officers were allegedly operating in groups of 4 to 5 using a private Toyota Fielder vehicle to temporarily store cash collected from motorists without conducting lawful traffic checks. The suspects have since been taken to the EACC Western Regional Office in Bungoma for processing and will be arraigned at the Bungoma Police Station as investigations continue.
Pongeza tu wale wa TSC kushika male maskari kwa sababu vitu ya hongo hiyo. Wacha washike, ndio sasa Kenya yetu huenda ikawa tutakuwa na maendeleo poa. Kuna juu ya ufisadi, waache ufisadi ili Kenya yetu huenda itaendelea. Juu ufisadi imefanya vitu mingi merudi nyuma.
Lakini mimi siwezi laumu maafisa wa polisi peke yake. Na laumu pia wateja na pia wenye magari, conductor na dereva.
Mtu anakulazimisha mpe pesa yenye hauna na mtu wako kwa payslip. Kwanza vile wameshikwa hivi, mimi nataka kusikia next ni nini. Wasemi hiyo pesa wanapelekanga wapi? Wapo wako na mkubwa wao wanapeleka, kwa sababu kuna fununi inasemekana kwamba ili kutuma uende kwa barabara pale, mkubwa akikutuma lazima utoe ya macho.
Kila pale unapata roadblock, kila pale unapata roadblock, na ukiangalia vitu wanaangalia, hakuna hata vitu za maana wanaangalia kwa gari. Unapata gari imepita imebeba excess, wanasimamisha roadblock hapo, kazi yao ni kuchukua hiyo pesa kidogo kidogo hiyo.
What if your pain had a purpose? What if your past was just a beginning of a greater story?
Gotten to another level because now I could not do anything without it, and now it became like a poison. I take it today, it grounds me for 3 more days.
If I had not read the Bible, when I read the Bible, it just confirmed all the more that I had an encounter with the Lord, because I told him, Lord, why have you come to me?
From the streets to the sanctuary, from the prison yard to the pulpit, real people are sharing the power of God's transforming love. No matter where you've been, God can rewrite your story.
So I got him, I just called, and by luck, he picked up the phone.
I explained everything and what I was feeling.
Wow.
He started praying in tongues immediately over the phone, and that thing, whatever it was, it stopped.
Join me, Sharon Aitore Wangenye, for Testify every Thursday at 8 p.m. as we listen through the journey of hope, healing, and redemption through the voices of people just like you.
And when you're running away from God, there's only the fire you can run.
Yeah.
I stand here as a witness that God catches up.
These aren't just stories, they are testimonies. Don't just watch, testify.
Loneliness is a reality to many men that is often unseen. This week on Men on Record, we have an engaging conversation on the silent struggle of loneliness among men and how to build stronger connections with George Gishiru and Reverend Dr. Arthur Shikanda. Also stay tuned to know who our new Men on Record co-host is. That's this Friday at 7 p.m. live on Hope TV and Hope FM. Brought to you by Brookshine Schools. Focus towards excellence.
Welcome back in business. Agriculture and Livestock Development Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe has cautioned political leaders against turning tea prices into a divisive regional debate, saying the challenges in the value chain are technical and must be addressed through policy, data, and improved quality standards rather than political rhetoric. Speaking in Kanja, Embu County, during the flagging off of 13 new milk coolers destined for local dairy cooperatives, the Cabinet Secretary said tea buyers are never compelled to buy from one region over another. He emphasized that the tea market remains fully open under KTDA and that no farmer is restricted to one channel.
Tunakuwaga na chai mingi, na sio sisi tu peke yetu. Ceylon wako na chai yao, nchi zingine zina chai yao, na tunapeleka hizo zote katika soko moja ya huko dunia nzima. Ni hawa wanasema ni chai gani wanataka kununua. It is auctioned. Tunasema hii ni bei fulani na hii ni bei fulani. But there is a solution to this problem. Kwa sababu sisi hatutaki, mimi nikiwa kama waziri, sina pande hii ama pande hii. Mimi sina east, sina west, sina north, sina south. Kweli. Mimi sina upande yoyote. But I want to say this for clarity. Tea issues are not political. Tea taste issues are not political issues. They are technical issues. It is a technical issue. We have also got options. Na tuwaambia watu wa KTDA wafanye hivi. We have said the tea market is also open. It's also open on the internet. Wewe ukiwa na majani yako, usikie pale unauza sio mzuri, it is open for you to sell anywhere in the world.
Safaricom has reported an 11% increase in revenue in the 2025 financial year that ended on March 31st, 2025, reaching 388.7 billion shillings, with the net income accelerating by 10.8% to 69.8 billion shillings. The results are a 7% rise in after-tax profit, which were buoyed by the continued dominance of its Kenyan business and narrowing losses from its Ethiopian operations. M-Pesa revenue increased by 15.1% to 161.1 billion shillings, contributing 44.2% of Kenya's service revenue. Mobile data revenue grew by 16.5% to 78.5 billion shillings, driven by increased adoption of 4G technology. Safaricom CEO Dr. Peter Ndegwa emphasized the company's vision to become Africa's leading purpose-led tech company by 2030. The company will focus on harnessing innovation for social good and shaping the future of Kenya and Ethiopia. Now, Family Bank has secured a $10 million facility from the Blue Orchard Microfinance Fund to boost lending to micro, small and medium-sized enterprises across all sectors. The partnership aims to expand access to affordable and sustainable financing for MSMEs, fostering business growth, innovation and job creation in Kenya. SMEs remain a key pillar of Kenya's economy, contributing about 40% to the national GDP and employing nearly 80% of the workforce.
MSMEs are the backbone of every economy. They make up the vast majority of businesses and employ the biggest number of people. But their role goes well beyond economies. MSMEs provide livelihood to millions of families globally.
We want to continue lending to the private sector because we believe that that is what is going to spur economic growth of our country, and we are very, very deliberate about it. So whenever we access such kind of financing like we are signing up today, we make sure that we pass the benefit to our customers through across our branches.
Now, in a major boost to Kenya's industrial agenda, NCBA Bank has joined hands with the Kenya Association of Manufacturers for the 8th edition of the Changamka Kenya Shopping Festival taking place at the Kenyatta International Convention Center. The partnership aims to accelerate the country's manufacturing ambitions by supporting local industries and small businesses in line with the Buy Kenya, Build Kenya initiative and the government's bottom-up economic transformation agenda. And now in sports, Harambee Starlets head coach Dean Odimba has been named the Sports Journalists Association of Kenya, that is SJAC, Coach of the Month for October 2025. The award recognizes her outstanding leadership after steering the national women's football team to a historic qualification for the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. Her success comes just 2 years after her appointment, marking a journey defined by resilience and belief. More golfers will get one last shot at qualifying for the 2025 NCBA Golf Series Grand Finale during the Nyahururu Golf Club monthly mark this Saturday, November 8th. The tournament will act as a mini qualifier following the conclusion of the main qualifying legs last weekend at Muthaiga Golf Club, where 6 players secured their places in the season-ending showdown. The Nyahururu event now marks the final chance for players to book a spot in the grand finale set to take place at Muthaiga on November 28th.
Next. 3, 2, 1.
And Tusker FC will tomorrow face Bidco United at the Kasarani Annex at 4 p.m. Ahead of the match, head coach Charles Okere has shared his thoughts in a pre-match interview outlining the team's readiness and strategy going into the fixture. The Brewers will be looking to secure final or rather crucial points away from home as they continue their campaign in the Football Kenya Federation Premier League.
Bidco is a solid team. They play with a lot of compactness, and they try to counter teams in terms of transitions. And of course, they are dangerous on set pieces. So this is an area that as a team we have to improve and check that we get it right. Because like I said earlier, we get this technically and tactically, then I believe we are going to get it right. Again, I can say it's a game that we need to be, solid. We need that resilience. We need tenacity of the players. So it's a game, from me, I believe that for us to get maximum points, we have to concentrate until the last minute, because a team that is fighting has a fighting spirit. And for us, we are ready for that, because we have played tougher matches like that.
And with that, it's a wrap on Newswatch tonight. On behalf of the whole team, thank you for watching. God willing, see you tomorrow night at 9 p.m. for the day's news, even as we take a look at our segment, the Today's Conundrum. I'm Tess Njenga, and our sign language interpreter is Boniface Mureithi. Have a good night.